Did we scream like little girls?
No, I don't think so.
I didn't hear any screaming, but you don't know because we didn't film it. Well, hello Beyonders, and if you're new to my channel, welcome to an episode of Las Vegas and Beyond. Today is day 2, which is part 2. We're gonna finish exploring the rest of Pioche and then head over to the town of Delamar, which is an abandoned ghost town. If you're new to my channel, please think about clicking on that subscribe button down below. So let's get started with today's video.
See the light of the stars.
1873, that's really cool.
Hear the sound of the unseen.
So right behind me is the $1 Million Courthouse.
In the empty fall. In the silence, listen. May it lift you.
Okay, got the key, time to check out.
And move your feet to run again.
So we did run into some of the people that we met last night, and we did hear that one of the guys in room 10 had a sound machine, and so he wanted to leave it on. Every time he turned it on, it would turn off. Now this morning I was making my bed because I don't like leaving a mess, but when I got to the other side of the bed, I swear to you, it felt like the room was off kilter, and I caught myself doing this. So I don't know what it was, it just felt really weird there. It only lasted for a few seconds. Didn't feel anything last night, but definitely did this morning. This is kind of a cool old theater. Constructed in 1937, this 250-seat single-screen movie theater continued to show movies until the spring of 2002. Then a windstorm blew the roof off the theater and onto the adjacent Opera House. Despite significant repairs, no more movies were shown. The building was shuttered and has sat vacant ever since. Make sure you follow them on Instagram. Operated since 1872, this Masonic Hall was home to Masonic lodges until the boom of Delamar, where the lodges eventually relocated. After the fire in 1900 that ravaged Delamar, the Masonic lodges moved back home to Pioche. This building right behind me is the Mountain View Hotel, which was built in 1895. Built by the Ely Valley Mines to house their guests and lay claim to such overnight guests as Herbert Hoover. The food, the wines, the accommodations, and the unmatched service was renowned throughout the West. Right behind me is the $1 Million Courthouse. Now that's not how much it cost to erect. The original budget was for $26,400. The eventual cost for the building was $75,000, paid by issuing bonds. Over the next 30 years, new bonds were issued to pay off the previous ones, and then in 1907, the state of Nevada passed a repayment plan for 65% of the value of the bonds. The cost for the courthouse, which topped $800,000, was finally paid off in 1938, 2 years after the property was condemned. My guess is this is one of the mine entrances. We just loaded up and getting ready to head over to Delamar. I think we're gonna grab a bite. What do you think, Walt? We're gonna grab a bite to eat?
You can.
You're not gonna eat?
I won't eat, but...
Oh, are you fasting?
But, you know, I always fast.
Oh.
So I'll eat later, but I may grab something for when I get up to Delamar. We'll see. Maybe I will.
All right, guys, so stay tuned. Walt may eat. That's what the title of this. Will Walt eat today? Walt decided to take a quick detour to Cathedral Gorge State Park. We're going to the Miller Point Overlook. It is pretty awesome looking. Just right behind me is an information wall that talks about how the gorge was formed. This is right off Interstate 93 or Route 93. Up in front of me is Walt flirting with the women like always. This guy, I can't take him anywhere. Ladies, how are you?
I think it's flirting with the dog.
They've been traveling. So where are y'all from?
We're from Ohio.
Oh,
She's
nice.
From Colorado.
I
We're
got
not
them
hiking.
into the sun so y'all can see how beautiful they are. They stay in shape by hiking.
Yeah. Bye. Tell him. Tell him. Yeah.
I'm not gonna hike like those ladies did. I'm just gonna go down to this one lookout point. So hopefully I don't fall because I'm vlogging. If I fall, I'll make sure I hold on to the camera the whole way down. Wow, look who I found. I found the man of the woods, the old man of the gorge.
Something like that.
Now the hard part is hiking back up. Well, it's so fun. He's running up the stairs. He goes, they're tougher than natural terrain, so you can run up them. I'm not in high school running the stairs in the stadium. Here we go. If I pass out, send help quickly. So
Yes,
definitely
that's
a
pretty
good stop on your way either to Pios from Caliente or vice versa. The Cathedral Gorge State Park.
And all three of those girls are amazing. Great people.
Leave it to
Yeah.
Walt to find amazing women. We just reached historical marker number 90, and this points out the town of Delamar, which is about 12 miles south of here. The town was established in 1891, so Walt and I are going to go head that way in his four-wheeler and check out the rest of Delamar. In 1894, Captain Delamar purchased large mining claims for $150,000. The area and the camp became a town called Delamar. We crested one of the hills here. That was a long, bumpy ride. The first 8 miles was really quick, but then it's the last 4. You're going maybe 5 miles an hour. These rocks are big. On the way in, we passed by this old mining house. We're gonna go check it out just a little bit and then head into the town. If you don't have a good vehicle with high ground clearance, I don't know if I'd suggest coming up here. It's tough. Delamar peaked in 1897 with over 3,000 residents. The town contained a newspaper, hospital, school, churches, stores, and professionals. Dotting the hills are some of the mine shafts, but the main shaft had been blasted closed. Right behind me are what's left of the mining homes or the mining camp. They're ruins, right? So this is what's left, and I don't know if we'll find anything interesting. I mean, it kind of blends into the landscape. Maybe we'll find some gold. Let's go check it out with Walt. Water had to be brought into town from the Meadow Valley Wash, about 12 miles away. But all other materials were hauled in from 150 miles away through the mountains by mule team. That mule team was also used to haul out the gold. By 1909, the largest mine here in Delamar closed, and by 1914, the town basically was abandoned. Now, it did have a resurgence, and I'm sure that's why, if you look behind me, you see that car that looks like a 1940s. But once the U.S. Post Office closed in 1941, that basically signified the end of Delamar. Interesting, right? Delamar also earned the name the Widowmaker due to the dry milling process that created fine silica dust, which caused acute silicosis and eventually led to the death of many of the residents. Delamar produced $25 million in gold and was Nevada's leading producer at the turn of the 20th century. Delamar was the third richest district in the state of Nevada, only trailing behind Tonopah and Goldfield. Delamar accounted for half the mineral production in the entire state. I do have to admit, unlike at Rhyolite, here at Delamar, there's really no signage or placards to tell you, was that the jail? Was that a brothel? So if you're still watching, be sure to give this a like and click on that subscribe button if you haven't yet. We're gonna go inside some of the ruins that we don't know what they really are. I'm gonna flash back to that segment. Right after I was done, I got stung by a yellow jacket, and I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Yeah, maybe. Did we scream like little girls?
No, I don't think so.
I didn't hear any screaming, but you don't know because we didn't film it. As the gold ore was depleted, Delamar's largest mine closed in 1909, and by 1914, the town was mostly abandoned. Many stone ruins are semi-intact as reminders of this once booming mining town. Definitely different architecture here with the buildings, but it could be anything we want it to be without placards. So this was the grocery store, and then just next to us, right there, that's the brothel, the dentist office, anything.
Delamar is my favorite ghost town. I mean, Al makes a good point. There's nothing marked here, so you're not really sure where the saloons, where the dance hall was, where the government buildings was, because there actually was professionals here. But I like it because it's so remote. You got to make an effort to get here. I would not come if I didn't have a high clearance vehicle. I just love the remoteness. The beauty of this area is just unmatched. So it's my favorite so far.
We're at the Delamar Cemetery, and what's interesting is it's a bit of a hike or a drive from Delamar, which was right behind me. You figure it would have been a lot closer to the town, not through a couple passes through the mountain.
In the deepest night, let love lead you home.
Well, that was a real quick tour of the Delamar Cemetery. There were some real elaborate gravestones and markers.
We did some great vlogging in Pioche and hanging out at the Overland Saloon and just having a good time. Then coming up here to Delamar, the nighttime scary cemetery walk. Most scary was the wind, and it was cold. Even if I didn't come and vlog, we met some really great people. We met the family that stayed at the Overland Hotel, the grandma and mom and dad and all the cousins. Then we come up here and we stop at Cathedral Gorge at Miller Point, and we met 3 amazing women that have hiked all over this country. And then we come up here to Delamar, and we've met several really nice people. Hopefully our vlogs are good. I think they will be. Jump on over to my channel and see what I got.
Well, we're gonna wrap it up here at the Delamar Cemetery. I'm gonna get rid of Walt. If you enjoyed it, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to click on that subscribe button and ring the bell icon. That way you'll be notified when I upload new content. So thanks for watching, and again, I hope you really enjoyed it. So we'll see you in the next video. And yes, it will be a Las Vegas video.